What subreddits do you feel were great in concept but never got the attention they deserved, and why? Top secret recipes. So many classic dishes from restaurants that I'd love to recreate at home, but everyone's asking and nobody's answering. An admin asking a question here feels like when the principal would sit in on one of your classes in high school evaluating the teachers. Now I'm worried the mods are gonna lose their jobs. Submatch. The idea of matching up users with similar interests and be friends was neat. I think the owner was just overwhelmed and it didn't work out. Police sketch. Mop writes a police description of themselves. Commenter draws a sketch based on the description. Op then posts a pic to compare. Great concept, just never really figured out a proper format for sketch drawing comparison. Tombstoning because it's stuck and hilarious, at least last I checked it was. Why is your username Red? Read my script. I mean, sure has got tons of people posting their scripts, but good luck getting anyone to read them, much less give feedback that's worth a damn. Righty tighty. If you have trouble remembering something, you can post it there and someone will create a memory hook for your situation. Like if you can't remember which way to tighten a screw, you can just remember righty tighty. No context pics. What her pics should be before it turned into Facebook after relentless amounts of shitty pictures of people in hospital gowns, babies, AA coins, and other sob stories. Edit. And if anyone's wondering, I've asked the mods there several times about this. Basically have said that nobody will be pleased with what they do, and a pic is a pic, so let the users upvote what they want. That's fine and all, but then why were progress pics banned? And if that's your opinion now, why not start allowing progress pics again? Just because things get upvoted to the front page doesn't make it good or healthy for a sub. On a near daily basis now, you have front page repics posts with 60 to 75% scores, where the bulk of the top comments are "thanks Facebook." If you decide to make man in hospital pictures allowed, then you need to do a better job informing the community and keeping the comments sections from becoming dumpster fires. All I asked for anyways was that they do a meta post asking for feedback. I'm just one person. My views don't matter. The community's does. Reverse jokes. It was my own failure to promote it. You write the punchline as your submission, then in the comments people come up with a joke to fit that punchline. This whole thread about to become one big subreddit. Also subreddit. Edit. Just a reminder everyone, if a subreddit is inactive due to moderator inactivity, you can request to take it over on Reddit request. Rollo's takes conspiracies. Randa Vaccine is a fake subreddit containing nothing about vaccines at all and instead is entirely consisting of videos of remixes of the Quad City DJ's hit Space Jam. It has been recently quarantined anyway by an inept admin who doesn't get the joke. The joke's been going for several years now and it's disrupting a community that likes to post Space Jam videos with funny fake titles. And since Op is an admin, how about Woggled and Zebra some attention to this? I've now sent 2 quarantine appeals to ModMail on Reddit.com and have a Zendesk ticket open with ReadyHelp, number 2,114,527. I have not heard back at all about anything, and it's been several weeks. Zero communication. Use Edit. Thanks for the support, sports fans. https://www.youtube.com/watch VWDKGPHO8es, #edit2, we just got unquarantined. https://youtube.bisogreen6bkkc, edit 3, so looks like we're going to go over 10k subscribers now lol unbelievable. Shameless self-plug, we're the past in this subreddit, we pretend it's the past by making posts and comments relevant to the current era. This sub's era is changed periodically. I think it's a great concept, but I don't know how to get it going without advertising it in a bunch of other subs. Edit. If more people are interested, let's pick a year or an era of history and go with it. Edit 2, 2001 is the current era. I've posted links to movies, history, slang, etc. to an announcement thread. Silky chickens. The last post was 2 years and includes fluffy chickens in headbands. I cannot for the life of me figure out why this sub isn't thriving. Where are all of the chicken owners at? These sub deserve much more following than current. Universitario Fredit. Most underrated sub probably. People literally take classes there. Nerd Science, for the academically inclined, a collection of actual scientific papers, not pop culture science. Lampposts. It's just a place full of freaking lampposts. Been subbed for a while now. I always felt it deserved more subs. I have seen so many weird and interesting lampposts because of that place. Who knew something so simple could be so varied? Ramputee. My mom's a recent amputee and it's been a big help for her. I think it would be great if it got more support. To source news. It's mine. It didn't get the attention it deserved from me, honestly. I started it when I thought I'd have time for it and then I didn't. The idea is to force users who share news stories to find 2 separate sources with different references before posting. Hopefully to make the quality of the news posted slightly better. I got really tired of seeing a story that was posted by 40 different outlets but every single one was just repeating the same information from the same original source. I also wanted to have a way to encourage users to think about where they're getting their news from by making them actually look up where it originated before posting. Unfortunately, that kind of thing takes active moderation and it's difficult to track well. If anyone else thinks it's a good idea and wants to take control of it and has time for it, I'd be happy to sign over the deed to it. Sharks withings. Google Maps. You can look at the whole world on Google Maps and there is an infinite supply of cool stuff to post on the subreddit. I made a couple posts where you could see the Aral Sea dry up as time passed. Super interesting, but the subreddit was small so not a lot of people saw it. I also made a series of posts called Scars of War showing the complete devastation of Syria captured by Google Maps. Whole neighborhoods were torn down. Awful stuff on a scale visible from space. Lately I've been exploring the Gobi Desert and all the weird and massive earthworks and structures with seemingly no purpose. There are grids, zigzags, and chaotic patterns etched on the desert floor hundreds of miles long. As I said, there is an endless supply of material, but not a lot of people see the posts so I stopped posting there. Edit. Since people seem to like this, check out a new place I found: https://imgur.comatopi6v.jpg. It's the sprawling leftovers of the trenches built during the Iran-Iraq War. https://n.wikipedia.org. Iran %E2% 80% 93 Iraq War not that long ago in the 1980s. The specific battle where these trenches were used was brutal. Operation Ramadan. https://n.wikipedia.org. Wiki Operation Ramadan. It was the largest land battle since World War II and the remnants are still visible from space. Divorced birds. Ramish. Sleep. It was supposed to be the antithesis of no sleep, with guided meditations, nice stories, and just an overall warm, inviting place to unwind after a long day or for any insomniacs. I hope it can be brought back. Movie trivia doesn't fit into the film theory or movie details subs. Statement. It's the only place where I can make a statement. Ovens was supposed to be a place for people who were particularly skilled to provide tips and advice about their various areas of expertise. Like life pro tips, except for specialists. It could have been super useful for all sorts of folks, but it never took off. Shameless self-plug, Summit Beer. Something I started doing, a celebratory beer after a hike climb trek, usually involving a naturescape. I intended for the sub to be sharing the moment with fellow adventurous people, enjoying a beverage at the peak of an accomplishment. Soak it all up before getting back down, enjoying the accomplishment. Nextdoor has so many funny ass posts. Sort by all time to get a good feel. Those of you that still keep a sub alive even if it's just a flicker of the flame. You're the real MVPs. Repeople'sling mirrors I requested the sub a few weeks back, got Automod to be more than just eye candy, gave it a lick of CSS and filled it with some content. Sadly I've not found a single place where I can share it to try and let it grow. It's a great idea. How can you take a picture of a mirror you want to sell without it being hilarious? The sub has a collection of my favorite images but it's almost just me that contributes. Edit. I've since realized that mirrors for sale exists. I've never heard of it before, but at least I've subscribed now. Reduc. Accidental terrorism. Edit. Before I posted this there were 4 online, now there are over 250. I am so happy that I just single-handedly doubled the size of my favorite subreddit. Watch people. The objective reality was a great way to raise awareness, be more cautious of your surroundings and also quench your thirst and morbid curiosity of the many different ways people can die. It's a shame that you guys have sold out and perma-banned it for supposedly glorifying violence when 95% of the comments did the exact opposite.